Very good evening, children. Welcome to Akshara Online classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Let's start our session. In the last class we completed about reflection of light at plane surfaces. So today we are going to learn about mirrors. Okay, what is mean by mirror? That part we have yesterday learned. Today we are going to learn about how many types of mirrors, how the image formed by the mirror, the thing today we will learn in this class. Now let's start the mirrors. So already in the last class we completed about mirror. Once again I will recall that what is a mirror. So here mirror. So mirror we can explain by using a simple diagram. So mirror is made up of with a glass medium. This is a glass, a thin glass. This is a thin glass. For this thin glass, if one side is coated, that is called silvering. If one side is coated, the other side is act like a mirror. The other side is act like a reflecting surface. This system or this material we can call now a mirror. So here we have different types of mirrors. Let us discuss the different types of the mirrors. So write down types of mirror. This is a mirror. This side is reflecting surface. This side is coated surface. This side is coated surface. Now let's talk about types of mirror. So we have two types of mirrors. Very first one is plane mirror. And the second one is spherical mirrors. Second one is spherical mirror. First one is what? Plane mirror. Second one is spherical mirror. And here even the spherical mirror having two types. The first we have two types of spherical mirrors. The first one is concave mirror. Second one is convex mirror. So this is the way we have a types of mirrors. So if I see the plane mirrors diagram, plane mirror, this, if I see the diagram of the plane mirror, so it would be like a plane surface. It is a plane surface. The one side is coated, other side is act like a reflecting surface. Other side is act like a reflecting surface. Now let's see the spherical mirrors. In the spherical mirrors we have two types. First type is concave. So look at here, this is a curved surface. For this curved surface, if you coat it outside, it is act like a concave mirror. And for the same mirror, for the same surface, if you coated inside the surface, it act like a convex mirror. Understand? So concave mirror and convex mirror. This is a plane mirror. So these are the different types of mirrors. Once again I am repeating the types of mirror. We have two types, plane mirror and spherical mirror. Again spherical mirror having two types. One is concave mirror, one more is convex mirror. So if I see the diagrams, this is a plane mirror diagram. So if you take any material, so in that material I mean a plane surface, plane glass surface, if it is coated one side, the total part is act like a plane mirror. So even here concave mirror also. Concave mirror means if you take any curved glass surface, for that curved glass surface if you coated outside if you coated outside, inside it is act like a reflecting surface. So this act like a concave mirror. And coming to this convex mirror means inside is coated, outside is act like a surface, outside is act like a reflecting surface. Then this is called a convex mirror. So that way we have divided the mirrors. So in all the cases, the mirrors, curved mirrors, plane mirrors, and convex mirror, concave mirror, will all these are called optical instruments, optical materials, optical mediums. These will form the images. Simply these optical instruments will form the images. So let's talk about formation of these optical instruments. First I'll talk about formation of image by plane mirror. Okay now. So here when you are study about formation of images by the plane mirrors, suddenly we cannot have the mirror, yes or no? All of suddenly we will not go to the lab to see the images. So further we'll use a technique called ray diagram. The ray diagram will help you the nature of the image, to say about the nature of the image without having the lab activity. Understand? Without seeing the lab activity, without doing the lab activity, the ray diagrams will give the nature of the images. So that way, by using the ray diagram of plane mirror, we'll study the nature of the image without having the experiment, without having the activity. So let's talk about these ray diagrams now. Here the thing is, let's talk about image formed by plane mirror. 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 So this image formed by plane mirror we'll see by using the ray diagram. Further we will take a plane mirror. This is a plane mirror. One side is coated. Now one side is coated. Now first let's see. First of all let's see image formed by X point object. Let's see first for point object. Image formed by the mirror for point object. So this is your mirror. One side is coated. Now other side is act like a reflecting surface. Now you will keep the object every time in front of the reflecting surface. You will not keep the objects back side, which means you cannot keep the object coated side. You will always keep the object in front of the mirror, that is for reflecting side you will keep the object. So here we have a point object somewhere over here, a point object is present. The dot represents the point object. Now here we have to form the image of this object by using this mirror. How it is possible? It is possible every time whenever you are drawing the ray diagram, you have to consider minimum 2 light rays. Okay, minimum 2 light rays. Why the minimum 2 rays? Because the minimum 2 light rays required for formation of the image, so that we'll take minimum 2 light rays from the object. Okay, so I am taking 2 light rays now. This is the way one light ray is incident here, and this is the way one more light ray have incident. So when 2 light rays are incident on the mirror, so what happened here? Reflection takes place. So here reflection takes place. This is the way reflection happened. This is the way reflection happened. Am I right? So these two are called reflected light rays. When these two are called reflected light rays, already I said to form the image, two reflected light rays must be intersect, because the intersection point of the reflected light rays will treat as an image. But here this reflected light ray, this reflected light ray are going away. They are not trying to converge, they are not trying to intersect, since these two cannot intersect. But these two are not intersected, what's supposed to do? So we have to extend this reflected light rays backward this way. So this is also, if you reflect backward this way, somewhere over here the extended reflected light rays back intersect here. So this is your going to be your image. Understand? So that way we can define the image formation by the plane mirror for the point object. Now here this is a mirror. This distance is called actually object distance from the mirror. Object distance generally represented with the letter U. Object distance is represented with the letter U. So from where it is, from the mirror to object, the distance is called object distance, represented with the letter U. Similar way, the distance between mirror to image is called image distance, that represented with the letter V. In this case, if you observe the situation, object distance is equal to image distance. Object distance is equal to image distance. Object distance is equal to image distance. This is your, by seeing the diagram, we can observe this thing, object distance is equal to image distance, which means by a plane mirror, when the image forms, how much is the object distance is present from the mirror, the same distance is present for the image also. Once again I am repeating my statement, how much is the distance is present from the mirror to the object, the same distance is present from the mirror to image inside the mirror. So this is what the first nature of the image formed by the plane mirror. So same way, next nature, here whenever you form any image through any optical medium or else through any mirrors, you have to observe the nature of the image. Okay, we have to observe the nature of the image. That is the thing I am doing here. In this case, this is a plane mirror, this is an object, this is an image formed by the plane mirror. Now here, if I observe these distances, this is object distance, this is image distance. Object distance and image distance both are appear same, so that I have written this is the way. So this is the first nature. This is the first nature of the image. Understand? When this is the first nature of the image, when this is the first nature of the image, and other nature of the images, let us say, whenever we are expressing the nature, the three things must be mentioned. Whenever we are expressing the nature of the image, you have to analyze three things. Very first one is real or virtual image. Is it real or virtual image? That point need to be noted. Next thing is erect or inverted. Okay, erect means upright, inverted means upside down. So that point also need to observe to express the nature. Similar way, size of the image. So size of the image is magnified or diminished, bigger image or smaller image. That part we need to observe. These three things need to observe when you are forming the image, when you are expressing the image. Here, this part is completed. Let's talk about image nature. Here, this is the image. In this case, the image, first of all, this is real or virtual. So here, real image means image formed by due to real reflected light rays. So that is called real image. But in this case, the image is forming not through real reflected light rays. It is formed through extended or imaginary reflected light rays, since this image is a virtual image. Okay, once again I am repeating. So this is actually, these two light rays are real reflected light rays. If this real reflected light rays meet, that meeting point will give the image. But in this case, this real reflected light rays not intersecting, not meeting, since it is not from real image. What kind of image is forming? Here, this extended light rays. This extended light rays also called imaginary light rays. These imaginary light rays are forming the image, since this is a imaginary image, that is called virtual image. So nature is what? Virtual image. After having virtual image, virtual or real, so it is virtual image. Next thing is, it is size of the image. See, when you observe the size of the image, size of this part and size of this part must be equal, will be equal, since if the image is same size that of object. The image is same size that of object. Next, one more nature also you need to present, inverted or erected. So I'll tell one secret, that is, every virtual image is a erect image. Understand? That is a very big secret. Every virtual image is a erect image, since it is also erect image. So finally, what is the conclusion you can make? Image formed by the plane mirror. The thing is, the image distance and object distance both are equal, and it is formed virtual image and same size of the image and erect image. This is the nature of the image formed by the plane mirror. This is for, we have seen for only point object. Let's the same thing for do extended object. Okay now. So I am taking out image formed due to extended object. Same thing for extended object. For that, once again I will take a mirror. This is a mirror. This is a mirror. Now I will take a extended object. For this extended object, this is called head. This is called foot. Okay. Now let me take two light rays from the head. So one light ray I'll pass straightly. One more light ray I'll pass this way. And from the head I have to take in two light rays. So one is passing very straight and it is incident normally on the mirror, and one other is moving this way So when it is moving this way, this is the way reflection takes place. So when the light ray is incident normally, it will also pass normally after reflection. This is the way the reflection happened head of the light rays. So when this is the way reflection is happening, these here laws of reflection valid. Look at here, this any object incident normally, it goes normally because angle of incident and angle of reflection both are equal. In this case, for this one is zero angle. Zero with this zero angle incident, zero angle is reflect backward direction. Similar way here also, if this is point of incident, if you consider this is your light ray and this is your reflected light ray and this is point of incident, at point of incident you can draw normal. When you draw normal, this is representing angle of incident, this is representing angle of reflection. So here angle of reflection, angle of incident must be equal. So that way it will follow, the light rays will follow this rule and give the image inside the mirror. Let's see how the inside the image it will form. Only I have taken light rays from the head. So when light rays are head, this is one reflected light ray. This is one more reflected light ray. These two reflected light rays are not intersecting, which means when they are not intersecting, they will not give real image, because when they reflect, when they intersect, then only they will give real image. But in this case, these two light rays coming from the head are not intersecting, since head will not form the real image. So I extend back. This is the way I am extending back straight. This is the way I am extending back straight. So somewhere over here it will form the image. Somewhere over here it will form the image. Same way I will take from the foot again two light rays. It is instant straight. When it is instant straight, it will reflect back because it will follow the laws of reflection. And one more light ray, this way you can extend. When extend this way, so this is how reflection takes place. This is the way instant and this is the way reflect back. This is the way reflection takes place. In this case, this is point of instant. At point of instant, if you draw normal, this is angle of instant, this is angle of reflection. So now, this is one reflected ray, this is one more reflected ray. Here also these two reflected light rays not going to intersect. So here also foot will not form the real image. So need to extend backward direction. When I need to extend backward direction, somewhere over here they are meeting. The extended light rays are meeting. So simply this is your image. So this is your image. Now this is how we can explain the reflection of extended object by the plane mirror. Now here also need to explain nature of the image. First, where is the location of the image? The location of the image is inside the mirror, and the distance of image is image distance is equal to object distance. Image distance is equal to object distance, in this case for the plane mirror. At the same time, nature, when I am explaining the nature, again need to see three things: real or virtual. See here, this light ray, this image is not forming because of real reflected light rays, since it is a virtual image. So better write down, it is a virtual image. When this is a virtual image, then this is a virtual image. Already I explained, I given one secret. What is the secret? Every virtual image is erect. So that it is what kind of image? Erect image. Without knowingly virtual image, by seeing also we can say whether it is virtual or real, erect or inverted. See here, this is upright object, so image also appears upright since it is a erect. Erect means upright. Next, same way, size. So size is what? Size of this one, size of object, both are same. So same size. Image is same size. Same size that of object. So this is the characters of the image formed by plane mirror. Got it? This is a image formed by the plane mirror. So finally, what is the conclusion made by seeing this nature of the image? Every time the plane mirror forms which kind of images? Virtual, erect and same size of the object. This is the conclusion finally we had. And here one more advantage of this plane mirror is lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. Better write down lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. Here we have two things of the inversions. Inversion means upside down. Upside down. Lateral inversion means right appears left, right appear left, left appear right. What is mean by lateral inversion? Right appears left, left appear right. Okay, that is mean by lateral inversion. So let's see the lateral inversion for the alphabets once. So let's see the alphabets one by one. Too few alphabets we'll see now. So I'll take one plane mirror so that you can understand betterly. So this is a plane mirror. So when this is a plane mirror, okay, so let's see lateral inversion of the alphabets now. Okay, see here I will write letter A. I will write letter A. When I will write letter A, how this letter A appears? How this letter A appears? Observance, how the letter A appears. So here you can observe that letter A, how it is appears. Understand? So is it shown lateral inversion? Letter A cannot show lateral inversion. Alphabet A cannot show lateral inversion. Alpha A cannot show lateral inversion. Similar way, let us take the B letter. So this is letter B, alphabet B. When this is a alphabet B, when this alphabet B, will it show lateral inversion or not? Let's see here. See, yeah, I think it is show the lateral inversion. How can you how it is appears? It appears like this way. Understand? This appears like inside the mirror. If this is a mirror, this is the way it will appear. So which means that the letter B is producing lateral inversion. Shows lateral inversion. What about letter A? Letter A will not show. It is appears as it is. This is the way only it appears when you place a mirror. Next, any other alphabet shows lateral inversion. So here, except other things, other letters shows. Any other letters do not show lateral inversion. Yeah, some other letters we have not showing the lateral inversion. Those are nothing but first thing is I, letter I. So if you see the letter I, alphabet I, the alphabet I cannot show lateral inversion. Not show lateral inversion. Even letter H also not show lateral inversion. Letter A letter not show lateral inversion, and I letter not show lateral inversion. Even H also, like alphabet H also not show lateral inversion, and remaining O, alphabet O also will not show the lateral inversion. Understand? So even alphabet T also will not show lateral inversion, and even U, alphabet U also not show lateral inversion. So this is how 6:30 work. 6:30. So letter U also not show lateral inversion. This is the way these alphabets not show lateral inversion. Is it my question? I'll give one question. I'll give one question. Is it alphabet P will show lateral inversion or not? Is it alphabet P shows lateral inversion or not? Yeah, let us verify. The alphabet P is nothing but this is the alphabet P. If I place here mirror, so when I place the mirror, so it is appears as it is this way, and remaining part will make this way. Since alphabet P also shows lateral inversion. And one more I am having doubt. So is it alphabet W shows lateral inversion? Yeah, let's verify. WV, alphabet WV, is it show lateral inversion? Will verify? No. I'm verifying. This is a W. When this is a WV, now I am placing mirror here. If I place the mirror here, it will show as it is. This is the way. So since alphabet W also will not show lateral inversion, P will show lateral inversion. This will not show lateral inversion. At the same time, is it Q? Alphabet Q, is it show lateral inversion? Let us verify alphabet Q. This is your alphabet Q. When this is a alphabet Q, if I use the mirror, so the Q shows what way? This is the way the Q shows the way. Since this is also showing that lateral inversion. So this is the way we have gone through the image formation of the plane mirror. So finally, what is the conclusion we made? So any plane mirror always forms what kind of images? Real, virtual images, same size of the images, and object distance and image distance both are same. And finally, the plane mirrors shows lateral inversion. This is a conclusion we made after observing the plane mirror as well as these alphabets. So this is the topic of the what image formed by the plane mirror. So with this, today I'll stop the session. In next class we will learn some other topic. Bye.